There is a voice inside you, always talking, always analyzing, always trying to prove something. It tells you who you should be, what you should do, and how others should see you. But have you ever wondered if that voice is truly you? Or is it just a collection of past experiences, fears, and beliefs shaping your reality? The ego is a master illusionist. It creates an identity built on labels, achievements, and external validation. It convinces you that your worth is tied to how others perceive you, to how much you have, or to how much you accomplish. It whispers, "You are not enough," making you chase things outside of yourself, hoping that one day you will finally feel complete. But the truth is, you already are. If you have ever felt unworthy, it's not because you lack something. It's because the ego has distracted you from your true essence. Your soul is already whole, already perfect, already deeply connected to the universe. The ego simply clouds that awareness, making you forget. It thrives on fear and separation, convincing you that you must compete, compare, and protect yourself. It tells you that if you don't try harder, you will be left behind. But this is the greatest illusion of all. Imagine standing in front of a mirror that is covered in dust. You cannot see your true reflection, only a distorted version of yourself. The dust is the ego, layers of beliefs, fears, and self-judgment that prevent you from seeing who you truly are. But if you take a deep breath and start wiping away the dust, little by little, the truth appears. You begin to see your real reflection. That is the journey beyond the ego. You do not have to fight the ego. You do not have to get rid of it. You simply have to recognize it for what it is, just a voice, not the truth. The moment you observe your ego without attachment, you begin to rise above it. You begin to return to your natural state of love, peace, and inner freedom. Affirmation: I release all fear and embrace the truth of who I am. The ego is not your enemy. It is simply a tool, a construct of the mind that was created for survival. In the early stages of life, it helped you navigate the world, protecting you from harm. But as you grew, the ego took on a new role. It started defining your identity based on external factors. It told you, this is who you are, and you believed it. But the ego does not define you. It only defines the image you have of yourself. This image is shaped by past conditioning, what your parents taught you, what society expected of you, what experiences reinforced. If you were told as a child that you had to achieve to be loved, the ego absorbed that belief and made it part of your identity. If you were told that making mistakes meant you were a failure, the ego recorded that message and replayed it every time you doubted yourself. But who you are is beyond these beliefs. You are not your past. You are not your failures. You are not even your successes. You are something much greater, an infinite being of love and light. The ego tries to keep you small because it only understands what it can measure, what it can control. It does not know how to grasp the vastness of your true self. Think of the ego like a shadow. When you stand in the light, the shadow appears. It moves with you, but it is not you. No matter how large the shadow may seem, it cannot exist without the presence of light. The same is true for the ego. It exists only because of the awareness that observes it. And the moment you become aware of it, you begin to rise above its grip. Many people think that overcoming the ego means destroying it, but that is not true. The ego has a purpose. It helps you navigate the world, make decisions, and interact with others. The key is to use it as a tool, not as your master. When you recognize that the ego is just a collection of thoughts, you stop letting it control you. Affirmation: I am more than my thoughts. I am a divine being of light. One of the greatest ways the ego keeps you trapped is through judgment. It loves to compare, criticize, and create separation. It tells you that you are either better than or less than others. It keeps you measuring yourself against impossible standards, never allowing you to fully accept yourself as you are. But judgment is a heavy weight to carry. It drains your energy and disconnects you from love. Every time you judge yourself, I'm not good enough, I should have done better, I don't deserve happiness, you are reinforcing the ego's illusion. Every time you judge someone else, they are wrong, they should be different, they are not enough, you are strengthening the separation the ego thrives on. Imagine holding a stone in your hand. Each judgment you carry is like another stone added to your grip. Over time, the weight becomes unbearable. You hold on to resentment, anger, and disappointment, even when you don't realize it. But what happens when you open your hand and let the stones go? You feel lighter, freer. The burden is lifted. This is what happens when you release judgment. Compassion is the antidote to judgment. It dissolves the barriers the ego creates. When you replace judgment with understanding, you step beyond the ego and into the heart. Instead of asking, why is this person like that? Ask, what pain might they be carrying? Instead of thinking, I should be better, say, I am growing and learning every day. The next time you catch yourself in judgment, pause. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is this thought coming from love or fear? The ego speaks the language of fear, but your soul speaks the language of love. And love always offers a choice, to let go, to forgive, to see beyond appearances. Forgiving yourself is just as important as forgiving others. Many people hold on to guilt and regret, believing that self-judgment will somehow make them better. But self-punishment does not lead to growth. Only self-love does. The more you treat yourself with kindness, the more you align with the truth of who you are. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to be real, to grow, to learn, and to love. And love starts with releasing the weight of judgment, both toward yourself and others. Affirmation: I choose love over fear. I choose peace over judgment. There is a space within you that is untouched by fear, untouched by judgment, and free from the stories of the past. This space is your true self, pure awareness. It has always been there, silently observing, patiently waiting for you to notice it. But most people live their lives identified with their thoughts, believing that every idea, every emotion, every reaction defines them. When a thought arises, I'm not good enough, I will fail, no one loves me, they immediately believe it to be true. But thoughts are not truth. They are simply passing clouds in the sky of your mind. You are not the clouds. You are the sky. The moment you begin to observe your thoughts without attaching to them, you step beyond the ego. The ego needs you to believe that every thought is you. It wants you to react, to engage, to spiral deeper into fear and self-doubt. But when you pause and simply watch your thoughts, something shifts. You start to realize that they come and go, but you remain. Try this now. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Instead of engaging with your thoughts, just notice them. See how they appear and disappear like waves on the ocean. Who is watching these thoughts? That watcher is your true self. It is the part of you that is beyond the ego, beyond fear. It is the stillness beneath the noise. Once you begin to practice self-awareness, you gain freedom. Instead of reacting with anger, you observe, anger is arising in me, but I do not have to act on it. Instead of drowning in self-doubt, you recognize, this is just a thought, and I do not have to believe it. This is how you reclaim your power. You do not have to control your mind. You only need to become aware of it. Awareness itself dissolves the ego's grip. When you simply watch your thoughts without judgment, they lose their power over you. You realize that you are not the story running through your mind. You are the presence that observes it all. Affirmation. I am the awareness behind my thoughts. I choose my inner peace. The most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. Every word you speak to yourself, every thought you hold, shapes the way you experience life. But most people speak to themselves with criticism, not kindness. They look in the mirror and see only flaws. They replay past mistakes and tell themselves they are not enough. But you can change that story. You can begin to speak to yourself with love, just as you would to a dear friend. One of the most powerful ways to do this is through mirror work. This simple practice can transform the way you see yourself. It allows you to connect deeply with the truth of who you are, beyond the ego's self-doubt. Stand in front of a mirror and look into your own eyes. At first, this may feel uncomfortable. The ego will resist, bringing up thoughts like, this is silly, this won't work, I don't like the way I look. But do not listen to that voice. Take a deep breath and soften your gaze. Now speak to yourself as if you were speaking to someone you love. Say, I love you. I accept you exactly as you are. You are enough. At first it may feel unnatural, but keep going. Let the words sink in. Let your reflection know that it is safe to receive love. Many people go through life searching for love outside of themselves, but the love you seek is already within you. The more you practice mirror work, the more you dissolve the ego's lies. You stop seeking validation from the outside world, because you realize that your worth has always been within you. If difficult emotions arise during this practice, tears, resistance, doubt, welcome them. It means healing is happening. Keep showing up for yourself every single day. Your reflection is not just an image in the mirror. It is a doorway to your soul. And the more you look with love, the more you awaken to the truth. You are worthy. You are whole. You are love itself. Affirmation. I love and accept myself exactly as I am. The ego thrives on control. It wants to plan, predict, and force things to happen a certain way. It believes that if it can control everything, it will finally feel safe. But life does not work that way. The more you try to control life, the more resistance you create. True peace is found not in control, but in surrender. Letting go does not mean giving up. It does not mean you stop caring. It means you trust. You trust that the universe is guiding you, even when you cannot see the full picture. You trust that things are unfolding in divine timing. even when the path is unclear. Think of a river. When you fight against the current, you exhaust yourself. You struggle, you resist, you feel frustrated. But the moment you stop fighting and allow yourself to float, the river carries you with ease. Life is the same. The more you let go, the more life flows effortlessly. Many people hold on to control because they are afraid. Afraid that if they let go, everything will fall apart. But what if everything is actually falling into place? What if the universe is arranging things for your highest good, even when you cannot see it yet? Letting go is an act of faith. It is an invitation to trust the intelligence of life. When something does not go as planned, instead of reacting with frustration, take a deep breath and say, "This is happening for me, not to me." Every closed door is leading you to a better one. Every delay is preparing you for something greater. If there is something in your life that you have been trying to control, whether it is a relationship, a situation, or an outcome, ask yourself, what would happen if I simply let go? Imagine releasing it like a balloon into the sky. Feel the weight lifting from your heart. Feel the space opening for something even better to enter. Surrender does not mean you stop taking action. It means you take inspired action while trusting the outcome to something greater than yourself. It means you no longer operate from fear, but from faith. The universe knows what it is doing. Trust that you are being guided. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be. Affirmation: I trust the universe. Everything is working out for my highest good. The mind loves to live in the past and the future. It replays old memories, regrets, and mistakes, keeping you trapped in what was. Or it races ahead, worrying about what might be, filling you with anxiety about the unknown. But the truth is, the past is gone, and the future does not yet exist. The only moment that is real is this one, right here, right now. The ego wants to distract you from the present because it cannot survive here. The ego needs time. It feeds off your worries, your regrets, your need for control. But when you return to the present moment, the ego loses its power. You step into a space of peace, where all fear dissolves, and you connect with the deeper truth of who you are. Take a deep breath. Feel the air entering your body, filling your lungs. Feel your heart beating in your chest. Notice the sensations in your hands, your feet, your skin. This is life flowing through you in this very moment. When you bring your attention fully to the now, you awaken. Presence is not about forcing yourself to be still or empty your mind. It is about awareness. It is about bringing your full attention to whatever you are doing, whether you are drinking tea, walking outside, or listening to the sound of your own breath. Every moment holds beauty if you are present enough to see it. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by thoughts, gently bring yourself back to the now. Focus on something real, the feeling of your feet on the ground, the rhythm of your breath, the warmth of the sun on your skin. The more you practice presence, the more peaceful you become. The present moment is a gift. It is where your true power lies. When you stop running from the past and stop worrying about the future, you finally arrive. And in this space, you realize you are safe, you are whole, and you are exactly where you need to be. Affirmation: I am present. I am here. I am free. Beneath all the layers of identity, beyond all the stories the ego tells, there is only love. This love is not something you have to earn. It is not something you have to chase. It is who you are. The ego creates the illusion of separation. It convinces you that you are alone, that you must prove your worth, that you must compete to survive. But in reality, you are already connected to something much greater, an infinite field of love, intelligence, and divine wisdom. Some call it the universe, some call it God, some simply call it life. Whatever name you choose, it is the source of all that is, and it flows through you at every moment. Imagine yourself as a drop of water in the ocean. The drop may seem small on its own, but it is never separate from the vast ocean. It is part of something infinite. The same is true for you. You are not separate from life, from love, from the divine. You are it. When you move beyond the ego's need for external validation, you begin to feel this universal connection. You realize that love is not something outside of you. It is the very fabric of your being. And when you align with this love, your entire experience shifts. You begin to see beauty everywhere, in the kindness of a stranger, in the laughter of a child, in the stillness of the night sky. You stop seeing others as separate and start recognizing that every being is an expression of the same divine energy. Whenever you feel disconnected or lost, close your eyes and place your hand over your heart. Breathe deeply and say, I am love. I am one with all that is. Feel that truth sink into your soul. You are never alone. You are never lacking. You are always held in the embrace of universal love. Affirmation. I am one with the infinite wisdom of the universe. Spiritual growth does not happen overnight. It is not about a single breakthrough, but about the small, consistent choices you make every day. The ego will always try to pull you back into fear, doubt, and separation. But when you have daily practices that ground you in love, you strengthen your awareness and make it easier to step beyond the ego. One of the most powerful practices is gratitude. The ego always focuses on what is missing, what is wrong, what could go better. But gratitude shifts your focus to what is already beautiful in your life. Every morning before you even get out of bed, think of 3 things you are grateful for. It could be as simple as I am grateful for this warm bed. I am grateful for my breath. I am grateful for another day of life. Another practice is affirmations. The ego constantly repeats negative beliefs. I am not good enough. I will never succeed. I am unworthy of love. But you can reprogram these thoughts by consciously choosing new ones. Every day, look in the mirror and say, I am enough. I am worthy. I am love. Your mind will start to believe it. Mindful breathing is another simple yet powerful practice. Whenever you feel overwhelmed or lost in thought, pause. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel the air entering your body, grounding you in the present. This small act alone can shift your energy and bring you back to awareness. Lastly, practice letting go. Every night before bed, mentally release anything that no longer serves you. Say, I let go of all worries. I trust in life. I surrender to love. The more you practice letting go, the lighter you will feel. These small daily practices create a foundation for lasting transformation. They help you stay centered, connected, and free from the grip of the ego. Affirmation. Every day, I grow in love, wisdom, and peace. You have spent so much of your life searching for love, for happiness, for meaning. But the truth is, everything you have been looking for has been within you all along. You do not need to become something more. You do not need to fix yourself. You are not broken. You are already whole. The journey beyond the ego is not about adding anything to yourself. It is about letting go of everything that is not you. Let go of the belief that you are not enough. Let go of the idea that your worth depends on how much you achieve. Let go of the illusion that you are separate from love. You are a divine being. You are love. You are light. And the more you step beyond the ego, the more you return to the truth of who you are. Walk forward with confidence. Speak to yourself with kindness. Trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. You are safe. You are loved. You are free. Affirmation: I am whole. I am complete. I am divine.